Here we go. Concealed Hill, human versus Night Elf. Let's go.
Let's jump. Moon has his own build orders, by the way, on this map. He always builds his base in a very same manner against humans. He's always setting up like later second, third, and the fourth moonwall to the right side due to the Supper and Goblin Slave placement. The AOW positioning still doesn't make it clear if it's going to be DH or Keeper. I do think that Keeper is stronger versus human on this map if you really play this perfect. And Leon, of course, is likely to going to be expanding, doing the 10 militia creep. And what heroes are we going to see, Neil?
Yeah, that's the big question. It could be Demon Hunter Keeper. It could be Archmage Mountain King. I think you start with an Archmage. Yup. Just to get a smooth start into the series. You can still experiment with the Mountain King later if the series allows it. But yeah, that should be the standard. And we have a Demon Hunter on Moon side. No Keeper.
There are a few kinds of Demon Hunter you could play into human this map. One kind is when you you accelerate your creeping to the best you could. You immolate every camp you can. You drink your entire moon juice, and at 1900, when the staff becomes available, while human is getting his expo up, you staff inside his main base. Let's see if Leon will make a tower. Let's see if he's prepared. Let's see what replays of Moon he probably watched before those games.
Yeah, this was a common thing, especially in the early days of Immolation, I guess. But you should be ready for that, especially when you're up against Moon and you know that he likes to do that. I would say that Leon comes in very prepared and he will be ready for it.
Let's see, no tower so far. Now soon the force farm is going to be started and Leon is just confidently creeping the camp. I like how he crapped it because actually the HP of Water Elemental are still below the threshold of like it getting dispelled. Yeah, it's really like, even though he got some damage, that's really nice creep from Leon. Would it be a Rifleman, you think?
Yeah, I think on this map for a long time I said that it's impossible to expand as human, especially versus Night Elf and of course Undead. But things have changed and I think the humans in general are stabilizing in the tournament scene. They're getting a little bit more confident. They're finding new ways of solving problems. But I guess if he's not expanding now, it should be rifles, and with the tech started, it's basically confirmed.
Completely agree here. So now Leon's part of the game is to try to drain the moon juice for Moon. Militia is gonna get him level 2. And he's actually not even going inside the Night Elf base, because this might be really good timing to try to the Wisp harass, because the night is about to start and you can then heal for free all of your footmen.
Very, very good game so far. We had a 0 mana burn on Moon side because Leon was able to summon that Water Elemental, was also creeping at the same time with Militia, so a little bit of a level advantage for the German.
Agree here, and I also want to say that actually not having Immolation here for Moon is a better choice. Because against Rifleman, you still want to get Mana Burn and Evasion. Because, wait, Moon got the blue Staff of Telly.
Ooh, the
but
Wisp.
He doesn't...
There's a Wisp in the base.
He doesn't have the Immolation, though.
True. He's just walking in.
Yeah, he's just walking in. He's trying to disrupt some mining, and Leon is really nice on point micro, but Archer is coming. First Peasant is about to die. One more dies, and it's just happening. Yes, Immolation is going to be in the building. Or no, he's going for the evasion play, apparently. Okay.
Ooh, that's some losses that Leon didn't calculate in. Has to go for his own telly. And the economy is suffering. Oh my god, what a great play by Moon. So simple, yet so effective.
I agree here. So Leon did not wall the base. He did not expect this to happen. And now he's left with 3, almost... I think it's going to be 2 in just a second. Yeah, it's going to be 2. Or maybe just 1 peasants for the lumber economy with no immolation.
That's a big problem. A footman is falling as well. This game is a total disaster by Leon, and That was his map pick. It's not looking too great. He gets the surround off. Okay, so that forces a town portal. Little bit of time to breathe for Leon, but that was a slap in the face.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's at 134 lumber. That's not enough. Now it's enough to just buy a tavern hero, but sources that you need to pump, the rifleman, the upgrades, the long bow upgrade for rifleman. I'm not sure what it's called. It's all very far away. A lot of footmen though for Leon.
Improved bows it is. It's on the way. Tier 3 as well. Can easily build the lores in a second. Yeah, he got level 3, and because Moon's Hunter's Hall was a little bit delayed, this might be an opening to cancel the tier 2 buildings, but Moon is also back.
Into the Leon space, and another peasant falling down. Naga is solo creeping the camp. On paper, that's exactly how you need to play against riflemen. So you are starting your tier 3 before the lures. But now Leon is going for a counterattack. Moon is Stefan back. Naga is about to be back home. Moon Juice is looking alright for Moon so far, but a lot of footmen, and a lot of footmen means a lot of hero damage.
Yeah, that's one of the qualities of Leon. He's not giving up early. He always has a plan B and C prepared, and if the game means suffering for 5 minutes, then it is what it is. Leon's a fighter, true Lionheart, I guess, and it's not as desperate as it looked a minute ago.
For sure, I think if he might have had the defense upgrade here and maybe changed his plan into building like a war mill and try to tower rush. Oh, what a Naga deny. Moon unfortunately took the forecast. I feel like in a given situation it might have been better to get a mana shield, because Naga has literally full mana. But it seems like Moon stabilizes, pumping more archers, and Lores just started.
Okay, Dryad Bears both delayed, shop delayed, good presence by Leon. Time to bring the Naga back, time to bring the priests on the map, and also time to produce some rifles, because that was the plan all along. We haven't seen a single rifle this game.
Oh, the Arcane Sanctum is soon about to be built. And then Moon is going, I think, for one AOW marksmanship archers bear play with possibly any third hero he could take. I think Pit Lord is looking good, or anything ranged like Potom. What do you think about it?
Yeah, this is something that Lawley had played, especially like 2020-ish, with if you can afford it, like lots of orbs, lots of damage, and it would be a nice way to move away from the mass bear play, because we only have one lore, obviously, and still a super strong combo, maybe even mountain giants at the very end, which would then mean GG, because you don't have damage to deal with them as a human.
I think I commend Leon for getting the defense upgrade now, even after he got his first rifleman out, because he's actually thinking about how to play better. The only thing I kind of disagree right now is trying to get the Moon camps. I feel like he needs to creep his Naga, and it's better to like get level 2 for it and maybe get his sources out. I kind of dislike the first priest choice instead of the sources once you're facing the Demon Hunter play. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it would be great for the crowd control. There's no dryads, you don't want to pull wisps in this regard. So controlling the Demon Hunter would be fantastic, but I can also understand he wants a bit of healing. Like ideally you want it all. Soon you want breakers. Oh no, there's no bears yet, so breakers can wait a little bit. But yeah, Sork would have been a big impact here.
And the first sources is now on the battlefield. Moon was able to successfully steal a scroll of healing, and he's going for the MGs, and he has marksmanship research now. So Leon could just play macro rifles, aka Todd rifles. He could maybe just try to creep something, but instead he's trying to go for that early aggression because it's daytime and Moon was looking rather dry.
Okay, yeah, this on paper is gonna be a super strong Moon army in a bit. Has great DPS with archers in the back. Marksmanship is coming. Has one of the best tanks in the game in front, and it's definitely Leon's task to deal with him.
Not too many wisps left to dead right now for Moon as well, and he might need at least 3 to get rid of the sources mana and maybe water elementals. Militia is coming and Leon starts his maybe final ultimate push. Let's see if it works. I think Moon needs to pass the orb to Naga.
Has a heal scroll, one heal scroll on both sides. There's also reveal, but Leon has already to move back a bit. This tower, there's just too much damage, man. Archers are crazy against towers at this stage of the game, but the Moonwell falls and that's no space for a second Mountain Giant.
Yeah, but DH had full mana. Look at like how well Moon actually managed the mana on the Demon Hunter. He did not plant a single mana burn. Not to Naga, not to sources, not to anything else, and as a result, he's like at full HP right now. And looks like Leon is slowly losing supply and units here.
Yeah, this looks a bit hopeless without a second base, without a strong carry hero, without strong heroes in general, without big AoE or any spells. Moon did so much damage in the early game that Leon is not able to recover even though he tried.
Yeah. Completely agree here. Moon is building 3 Moonwells. He's getting up to like 80 supply Moonwells with Wellspring because the night is about to start. So in order to hold here, that's what I like about Moon and his plays. He's always playing something very unique and very right. He does a lot of small things, but he does them always correct way.
Yeah, he's a man of the people for sure, mixing it up, very different styles. And very hard to crack him, but Leon is trying again, and there are some towers coming up now on the left-hand side. So plan A definitely failed, plan B also failed. Let's see what plan C has to offer.
Well, I like that Leon actually adding Rifleman and Footman. He's actually has a Footman in production right now. So he feels like he needs something to fight the archers, but he's not just able to connect. If somehow he had Naga level 2 maybe and that Fort Lightning or something, and maybe better position as well, but towers are definitely not gonna go up, and Moon still doesn't pass the orb to his Naga. But Demon Hunter is getting a lot of damage.
Okay, nighttime soon, but always the tricky question, how do you heal up the Mountain Giants, especially if you have no reju? All the Moon Juice depleted, and you barely see it on the Mountain Giant. Now we got the second orb, damage increases, next on the menu should be a third hero then, as you suggested before. But Leon is slowly getting this tower up, maybe?
But even if he gets it up, how do you repair it against like 8 marksmanship archers, really?
That's
I feel
a
like
good
they're
question.
just gonna two-shot.
Yeah, it's a valid question. There we go. 2 MGs on the field, 3,200 HP with mostly piercing damage. That's not gonna cut it. And I'm not too sure if Moon's gonna give Leon time to switch into a different strategy.
Yeah, Leon definitely needs level 4 Archimage here and level 3 Naga, because level 3 Naga is kind of an opener to those archer kills. That's something that might give you enough damage to like three shot like few archers. And so far Leon is going for the biggest camp he could find on the map while Moon is taking the middle, and Moon is getting the possibly arguably the best item he could get here.
Yeah, more movement speed, a little bit of HP regeneration, absolutely wonderful. Leon on the other side could probably benefit from True Shot Aura or something. Not a game-changing item, that's for sure. But at least levels. Finally Fork Lightning. Still at 50, so nobody's really paying upkeep. Moon, not in a rush to finish the game.
Yeah, definitely. Moon doesn't need to be in a rush anywhere. Concealed heal, MGs are up, tier 3s up on the line, double orb. He feels very confident. If he's gonna be lacking damage, I think Pit Lord 3rd would be a nice idea to get. If he just wants a triple orb, that's definitely a bottom play. If he were to be getting abused somehow, then it's a keeper. So possibilities are endless here for the Night Elf player.
Well, that's of course the... Now at the fountain, very nice to heal up the Mountain Giants. The HP regen is crazy, as you see. Oh my god. Fountain and MG. What a beautiful combo. We also have Blizzard now, so it's getting cold. Let's see if Moon brought the coat.
Definitely, and I like the positioning of Archimage and that zoning, actually. I still think he needs that level 4 for the second Brilliance Aura before coming here, so I'm not sure if Leon is gonna hit his timing. Everything is 0-0.
Yeah, I think the timing was gone 10 minutes ago, to be honest, when the Demon Hunter ran into his base. But he's trying with everything, still with Footman. Even the pickaxe peasants are trying their best to chew through the mountain giants, but the taunt micro is on point. Probably not as good as Kevin could do the taunt micro, which is obviously the best taunt micro in the world. And the archers are so safe, though. Archmage going down, and Moon takes the first map.
Well played by Moon here.
Yeah, Kevin, as an expert for mountain giants, was that as good as it gets, or do you see more potential for Moon down the road? You're muted.
Yeah, just trying to replace the Wemo here. It was pretty damn solid, I have to say, and smart adjustments by Moon. I think many archers, when he saw the push coming, he cancelled the second MG upgrade and everything. So didn't spend mana points on the Demon Hunter during the push. So looking in shape, man.
Yeah, that's quite scary for Leon, of course, as the next map is Twisted Meadows. But we should probably expect some additional gold mines in the long game here.
Definitely so. I actually think, speaking of the human night elf here, this is the best map for this matchup to see those like long macro games. It's also a very dangerous map for Leon, apparently, I think, because playing Moon on Twisted, it's always a challenge.
Oh, it absolutely is. Just ask Todd.
I also want to say, if Moon is gonna get the Shredder, so likely Leon is gonna open with a Goblin Slap here. Then he's gonna creep the Expo, and if Moon is able to steal Leon's Shredder and also get some damage done for the peasant peasant harass or like peasant creep at the Expo, he might win the game right there. If Leon is going to be able to like get the Shredder macro correctly, would not sleep on the early, I think he has a shot here, because human timing push that suck proven to work, or maybe two Footman two Rex Footman could be also like very solid strategies here.
All right, we have a little break as Moon is asking for a couple of minutes. So maybe, Kevin, you take the time as we advertise the Night Elf community already. Why don't you talk a bit about the Creepjack community?
Yeah, the Creepjack community is a very active German community, basically, but a lot of international players are joining us as well on Discord. We have our own league, many nice formats on Twitch. I guess they are fairly well known by now, since some of them join you in many casts as well, Neo. So that's really kind of you to give like all these community platforms a nice platform. And we are always happy to have new players. Not quite to the extent that the GNL Discord does, but yeah, if you want to get some help or just look for some AT partners, some insights, want to post a replay in our community as well, feel free to join. And I'm sure someone in chat has the join link for our German Discord as well.
I think it's creepcamp.de, and then it's somewhere. Accessibility is really not
I
Warcraft
just built
3's...
a web scraper and scrape all the links from this site, and then we have Blizzard usability for our Discord management. Yeah. Now someone will find, but yeah, if you look for Creep Camp, you will find it. Our most famous member is obviously the legendary Florentine.
I don't know. Didn't you surpass him in popularity recently?
I don't know. He stopped inviting me to Creepjack after I said, well, this fight was not ideal.
Yeah, he's not dealing well with criticism.
There's a clear relationship. Yeah? It's causal.
You have an open invitation, my man. That is for sure. And I want to hear you guys' pro expertise about human versus Night Elf on Twisted. So, Kevin and Reza, stage is yours.
Thank you, Neo. Well, I'll begin by saying that, like, I really wish we see Warden from Moon here. I know it's not that good playable after the HP peasant buff. The orb requires like 2 ticks to deal the amount of damage needed, and then to fan to kill them for the peasant lane late gameplay. But I truly think that like it could be as good as just to work here. What do you think, Kevin?
I would love to see it as well, but it doesn't seem to be worth the risk. But maybe, given how well Game 1 went, it's worth the entertainment for Moon. It could be something, and yeah, the Mercs will definitely help. And I just hope we get like a really long game. I hope we spend the next 2 hours running out Twisted Meadows. That would be something. So everyone in chat, get your drinks and food ready. This could be a long one, but unfortunately, a Demon Hunter.
It is a Demon Hunter, but always, guys, yeah, of course, get hydrated, maybe order some pizza for yourself, and generally enjoy the games. This is the most exciting, in my opinion, of course, matchup of the entire Warcraft, Night Elf and Human. Leon is opening Archmage, and altar positioning seem to be very standard, so it's going to be likely the Goblin Slab play, while Moon is pulling the creeps for the Merc camp.
A nice pull. It really makes a huge difference when you creep the Merc camp as a Night Elf, because then there will be no stones thrown by the Rock Golem, and you take less damage and have more DPS, so that helps. If you want to be aggressive right away, so the item will be really important here. And yeah, see. If Leon can maybe steal the Shadow Priest, but it doesn't look like he's scouting the Dark camp. He's more interested in the main base.
Look at that play from Leon, though. He's going for the expansion creep first. Moon, of course, is getting the items, and looks like... And Leon is stalled the priest. Ooh, this is getting better and better for the human player so far. He might struggle to get level 3 afterwards, if you don't start, of course, with the Goblin Slab creep, but... and also he took excessively, that's actually not really a clean execute from Leon here, because he got red HP Footman and red HP Archimage. He did not summon the Water Elemental correctly. Maybe he's a little bit worried because he's facing Moon, and that's game 2.
Yeah, this is definitely not perfect. Maybe he was biting off a bit more than he could chew, because this is not how your Footy and Archmage is supposed to look after a creep spot where no detonate was placed by Moon. So yeah, he was busy harassing, but paid with his health, and yeah, luckily we can say he got the Shadow Priest, I guess, because otherwise it would look even worse.
DH turns on the Immolation. Water Elemental he gets on a Footman now, and now he's chasing the Priest, Evasion, and Mana Burn built by Moon, and he's also building a tier 1 counter Expo, while Leon's Expo is not even... Oh, it just started, actually.
Okay, so Moon is willing to go into the late game, and if he gets... Well, he gets the Priest. This is actually huge, and Moon also got the Berserker, so... I guess we have to say that Moon is already ahead. He was behind at the beginning of the game, we all know that, but he managed to fight back.
Completely agree with you.
Was behind in the loading screen.
Completely agree with you. I think there is no Shredder to steal, the one I was talking about early, but everything is looking okay and better for Moon, just because of the experience difference and because of the losses that Leon just took. If Moon is able to get level 3 now, there is no Arcane Tower on the Human's main base yet, and it's not yet even in maybe in plans.
But he did, I guess he did sell his TP to get boots and stuff early on, so staffing into the main base would basically mean death of the Demon Hunter, I guess, but on level 3, with the level 2 Immolation, it could work, but he uses the staff defensively, and yeah, takes no damage whatsoever, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that Water Elemental is about to give Moon his desired level 3, of course, and for next 70 seconds, roughly 70 seconds, Leon is not gonna get any staffs because staff is on a cooldown. But nevertheless, I think that Moon is at a better position here. Leon was trying to get some damage done, but he did not get Moon off guard. Moon was not creeping his expo on that time. He just confidently holds here. However, economy, I heard that economy wins everything in the end of the day, and expansion for Leon is up and working.
But it will be a really early counter expo as well, and I don't think Leon can do anything against it. Plus, Moon Juice is looking good, and it seems like Moon will just defend with the Demon Hunter and creep the expo just with the ranged units, which is obviously the perfect play here.
Leon is playing a really nice macro game here, so he's getting inside the main base, trying to kill Wisps. Deny on a Footman there by the Archmage. Really well played. There is no Shredder to buy, and Lumber economy is looking rather bad for Leon at the moment. But I think he might, it might be okay just to go for a tier 3 play instead of maybe some Rifleman push, which would be like more typical play for Starbuck, let's say. And Moon is trying to get his expo finally to the mining stage.
Panda arrived just in time to get the XP from the Ogre all by himself, and he's basically level 2 right away with these 2 level 3 roll trappers, and yeah, the Demon Archmage still is having a hard time, and I agree, he probably should go tier 3 because he said it on his stream himself. Like, tier 3 is always a good option also in New Mirror if like you can't do anything on tier 2 really. So you have to go for this rather gimmicky tier 3, but I don't see like him winning with Rifle Casters if the Panda is basically level 3 after a second.
Definitely so, and so Moon just got level 3 just now by the morning time, and also Arcane Tower got up maybe like 5 seconds ago, so Leon was a little bit lucky there with the tower. I think the timing could have been better, just a little bit early. I know it's really tough for the human players in the beginning with their Lumber economy, but Moon is playing confident. By the way, we do not see Ancient of Wind, because a very standard play for the Night Elf here was to go for the Wind and 1 Lore, or the tier 2, to prevent the Zeppelin landing from the human player. And Leon is actually sacrificing some Footman there. Maybe he wants to get more supply down. That's a second Footman falling on the creeps. Is there going to be a third one? Third one,
Yeah,
and a
wow.
third Footman lost on creeps.
That's
okay.
huge. He was forced to take the aggro with the footies because the Archmage was so low on HP. Luckily he had a Regent scroll, but yeah, he is indeed going for a Shredder. He is going for tier 3. The Zeppelin play could work, but if he decides to go for tanks, which could also be an option, and Moon could, given that he goes for a double law right away, he could just try to snipe the workshops. So it will be really interesting to see what happens in the, or what decisions will be made now.
Well, tanks, despite a very popular opinion, they do not win you games. They could make you buy some time to make a third base or to make a transition into the units that you really want to play, but the tanks themselves, they're more or less, you know, expensive, feed a lot of experience, and unless you are able to really like kill the Moon wells or abuse the Night Elf player well, they're not gonna win you games. Let's see if Leon, he's building, adding double workshop right now at his expansion, while Panda is getting a little bit crazy on the mana items.
And you can really see the wood that you need in such a macro game, because Moon I think has like 11 wisps right now instead of the Shredder, just because the lab was on crap. So yeah, sometimes as a Night Elf you have no lumber, but he's well prepared for a super late game here with so many wisps early on, and he's already getting double Engines of War at the expo, so he is expecting tanks. I'm not sure if he scouted it, but he has wisp at the lab, so maybe he used to reveal.
I think it's rather something obvious for Moon, because we don't see any casters yet. We see that Human is running around and trying to like prevent creeping, and that kind of, you know, gives you an idea that there might be tanks incoming, given all the Moon's experience. What I don't like about the only tiny moment I could dislike in his game is that he doesn't have a Wisp of the Mercenary camp, because against tanks you might want to add 2 or 3 AOWs each base, and then you need a Talon and a Mud Golem to slow down the tanks, and of course to do the debuff, the Fairy Fire debuff on it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Shredder, the Mud Golem, and some talents and Ancient of War are basically like the 4 things you want against the tanks, and so far he basically has 2 of it. The Ancient of Wind should be added soon, I guess. Interesting dynamic, because sometimes against human tier 3 with Knights and Griffins, the talents can even be good later on again with Master Upgrade and the air form, so could be a fun game.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of nostalgia that I'm getting here, because I still remember, you know, like many years ago being a teenager and watching those like Sky Moon games on Twisted, and it's always exciting to see this matchup. Moon is finally getting the Shredder, and he's killing all of his archers, while Leon is actually starts the best part of the play. The tank drop into the main base. Boom! And the Moonwalls.
The 1-1 upgrades as well, so some Moonworlds will be in trouble.
One Moonwell is
using
going
the
down.
TP, and yeah, he's only now getting the Ancient of Wind. I feel like that's a bit late. He got like 5 Ancients of War before he went for the defensive Ancient of Wind, and that must be too late, really. Because when the human goes for tanks early, he also lacks this build, so just some Fury Fire is really amazing also if you get it on the heroes. But he might lose the Zeppelin? Not quite, okay. Yeah,
as I
so
said
far...
yeah, sure. As I said before, if like human is opening to the Goblin Slap, you're able to get the Shredder, and then as your standard play on this map, you get 1 lure, 1 wind, like Expo up, and then you add the second lure. This game went on a different scenario where it was a really cool adaptation from Leon, so he crapped the kind of incorrectly, but he still, you know, like it ended up being all good. And he crapped the Expo first, so now Moon is in a very tricky situation where he might be lacking lumber. But Leon is about to build a 3rd base. The peasants are coming.
It's the next base, and he broke upkeep way earlier, so now he's on 80 against 60. Moon needs Moonworlds. This is a good moment for Leon if he can... maybe...
If he can elaborate on it.
Yeah, distract him a little bit more, than the Expo in the bottom left will be secured with some towers, and then we have a really interesting game on our hands. I mean, Moon has the way better heroes, but Human gets an additional base on tier 3. It's super tricky for the Night Elf.
Yeah, the mining denied on the Moon's Expo. Mountain King, by the way, gets possibly, arguably, the best item, the amulet shield, the shield amulet, or whatever that's called. So that's gonna be no mana burns into Mountain King for quite some time. You could, by the way, make the cooldown start by throwing Breath of, not Breath of a Drunken Haze, straight and directly to the Mountain King. That could launch the cooldown for the item.
And we see Moon Meadows, it's happening once again. The Triads on the left side canceled the Expo attempt of Leon. Moon tried to expand in the bottom right, and the game is about to get weird. We have a surround on the Knight on the left. Not quite close, but this will be interesting. It's so much about the 3rd base, I feel like.
Yeah, and look for the Wisp positioning for Moon. The Wisps and Hippogriff are literally everywhere. Moon is almost seeing the entire map. For the human at this stage of the game, at this minute of the game, when it's like around the 15th minute mark, I feel like it's essentially important to get the 3rd base up no matter what. As I said before, tanks do not win you games, but they need you to buy time. And I think the harass itself was good because the mining was denied, a few Moonwells went down, but now what do you do, Leon, unless you get the 3rd base?
I mean, we're also talking about before and a half he was for the Night Elf, and look at that timing. He looks like Moon is not gonna give Leon the 3rd base on Twisted Meadows today. I would be really surprised if you see that. Such a nice play with the Triads on the left. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at that mini-map.
The tank is surrounded on the left red camp. by Dryads, and he's getting killed right there. Yeah, Moon is just doing Moon things on Twisted Meadows. The peasants die from Leon tried to expo to on the 5 o'clock expansion, but it didn't work out for him as well. And Moon starts mass expanding everywhere.
This is beautiful, like dots on the minimap everywhere. It looks just like my map, but Moon is doing something right, and I messed up my control group, so the units spread. But what do you want to do? And
Knight is falling down. Panda is around 500 mana. Oof. And I'm about to be level 5 as well.
And we're getting the Adept upgrade for the talent, so maybe even Master, and I really love some Master talents against this human tier 3 stuff.
Supply is rather even for both players, but it feels like, you know, if you just see the map, that Leon is trying to run all around, and Moon is actually like killing peasants, knights, and just chasing Leon, not letting him to get to the third base. Maybe, is it the island time? What do you think?
It probably would be play, and I don't see anyone. I don't see Leon like canceling a tier Island Expo by Moon. But yeah, again, he might just try to secure the one on the right. He's so close to level 5. There's one tank being chased by a bear in the top, and we're about to have first fights in many minutes. And with a focus, he might be able to just force TP. The Panda's dead.
Woo! Leon might be doing it, so good items. Mana Shield, as I said, 17-second cooldown, and Demon Hunter is being surrounded now. What? And he's trying to step out, and he dies as well. Wow, Leon. Some hot plays here.
You could really feel the damage of 2 damage upgrades on Wreckers and Knights, and
Moon was doing so good before he just lost Panda with a TP on it.
Damn, and
now
this is not tricky to fight. We're talking 3 upgraded Breaker Knights.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I would still say that Leon needs to the third base somehow. He's killing the third base for Moon, which is getting cancelled on the right side. But on top of that, still, if Moon gets the items, scrolls, maybe fairy dragons, they're all like inner fire knights, and tier 3 human is arguably the best tier 3 in the game. But is it enough to break through the Moon's army? Because he still has a lot of bears and dryads, it seems.
I mean, he got 2 hero kills, of course, which was amazing, but like he will clearly win all the fights, because 1 mana burn and there will be nothing for the MK anymore, and the Panda
Mana
might
burn
shine.
going back to the spell shield, and it's not going through. Panda is in a nice position, trying to haste fire, focusing the mortar team. First scroll used by Leon, he has another.
Mortars is so good.
500 mana Panda, keeps the breath of fire on everything.
I love that Moon snipes the mortars as he can. Yeah, the fight is looking really close, and it's probably Moon who will have to back off in a second.
Yeah, it seems like Knights with Inner Fire might be working. Is this really happening? Can Leon kill Moon himself on Moon's Meadows? Oof, the game is getting just better with every second it goes. Third base for Moon on the right side, it's ready. He built it in a very unusual position. But now it's all about if he could defense.
I mean, nighttime is about to start. He has Wellspring, obviously, after so many minutes, but he's patient. He goes for the third base attempt once again. I'm not sure if he knows about the tree on the top right. Moon definitely knows about the Expo attempt on the bottom left due to the Hippo curve. Yeah, it looks like Leon is attacking the first expansion of Moon, which means the second expansion, then Root. And it's unfortunate because here we are talking about some 7 Wisps and Engines of War, so the fight will be a lot harder for Leon.
There is a forgotten bear that Moon just found. Flips it.
Always.
The only unit that for the Night Elf that really counters the tier 3 human along with Panda level 5 is Chimp. You need Chimps, possibly 1 or 2, to deal with Knights and Mortar teams. Otherwise, it's really and really hard, especially when no Fairy Dragons are present on the battlefield.
Also should use some wisps, I guess, but yeah, I agree. With Panda 5, he can't really go for copters, and Tim's just rock here, but yeah, Moon is about to lose everything, I'm afraid.
He's trying to focus. The Mortar teams is Demon Hunter Step 10 HP. Okay, the AOWs seem to deal and fight better than Moon's units. 2 bears are gonna fall. You know what? I know this is too early and that's like Moon Meadows, and we saw this player do crazy turnarounds in history of Warcraft 3, but 3rd base for Leon, it might be just up, and Moon is now on technically 3 base, but one of which could just fall down now.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter might get surrounded here. Surrounded actually, and just dead.
Demon Hunter dead. I think Leon just did it. You know what? Leon might be winning Moon on Twisted Meadows.
That's
Couldn't
an amazing
get any better.
accomplishment. Really well played. It's hard to say where it went wrong for Moon. I feel like he gave Leon too much time, but that's basically because he went for the Engine of Wind so late, so the Zeppelin bought the time, and then Leon just grabbed like a madman, and now he seems to be too strong, but maybe Moon stabilizes, because now there's no mortars against all of these Triads, which can buy a lot of time.
Yeah, I feel like once the Night Elf is getting to the high-level hero territory, it's better to play just Triads, because you can heal them with scrolls. Moon is trying to use the staff, and he stabbed him out correctly on his Panda.
There's
He's
no more
moving his
healing
main
scrolls.
base.
The next Panda combo might kill 2 Knights, and that could be really tricky.
I agree with you here. Moon is gonna be on 2 base if this one falls. Like, there are still like the base advantage for Moon. He needs to dead at least 1 Wisp to get rid of the inner fire. And he's trying to kill those mortar teams. And is getting to the red HP. Panda. TP. Moon.
Okay, Leon is using the staff so well, and GG by Moon. Damn.
Oh my god, what a madman!
Yeah.
Congratulations to Leon. Obviously.
Amazing.
He played so well here.
Did he
Winning
just
Moon
This
on
early
Twisted.
game.
out Moon? I guess so, man. There was so much multitasking going on in this game. Surreal from both players, of course. Fantastic map. Tanks everywhere, expansions everywhere, run-bys everywhere. And then, of course, this big blunder by Moon in the middle to lose the hero, or the heroes, both. And then it was Leon in full command, and he didn't get nervous, and just won the game. Amazing.
Yeah, damn. Looked like Moon had such an easy game after the amazing start, but Leon made the right call to go for tier 3, even without a Shredder for the longest time, and played really patient, multitasked well, and I just knew when he could be aggressive. And the macro, man, I mean, Moon was on 2-1 upgrades, Leon was on 3-3, and usually Moon is the first to reach 3-3, so yeah, that was amazing. Sick.
Very, very proud of Leon's performance. Yeah, go ahead.
Gotta circle today's days on a calendar, because that's definitely an achievement. That's definitely, winning Moon on Twisted, regardless what race and whoever you are, that's an achievement. So very proud of Leon. Could he still continue with his games? I think next cast is going to be by Neo and Kevin, right?
I guess so. And that is Autumn Leaves, and that is one of my favorite maps when a human is involved, because somehow humans make this very, very crazy. Whatever they play, it doesn't really matter what the matchup is. So yeah, let's see. Whoever claims this map has match points.
Be looking forward to it. Could be anything by Moon again. This map, I've seen so many different strategies, and I kind of have a feeling we will see a keeper now. I don't know. Be nice.
And if someone can feel a keeper coming, it must be you.
That sounds wrong, but it is right.
That Wasn't my intention, but I guess that is also true. Let's see if the entangle button is well oiled up. It has to be in this first time ever in competitive Warcraft between Moon and Leon. Moon takes map number 1, Leon strikes back, and now, Kevin, we're truly down to a best of 3.
Yeah, we are down to a best of 3, man. It feels just good to say, man. If we now wait 1 more minute again during the game, we got everything. Let's see.
Do we still have to talk about movies and TV series and Lord of the Rings?
I'm not too good at that. I don't know.
Me neither, dude. I have no idea what this guy is talking about when he starts these discussions.
Remo has a high movie MMR. That's true, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just steals it all from like Reddit/movies.
He just summarizes the reviews.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
When is he ever coming up with something original? So, okay, that's enough for the punches. He sent me a very, very sweet video message tonight, so we're not gonna be too harsh at him. But man,
We love him.
You have a sixth sense for the keeper. That's maybe the better way to put it. As it is time for Entangle and Treants.
Pretty cool. We got it. I cast the Moon game with a keeper. That's nice. And depending on how Moon evaluates the last game, he might as well go for like a super aggressive game this time because I guess if the last game showed one thing, it's if you give Leon too much space and time, he will come like really, really strong. So maybe if he is aggressive, he will take him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Like, usually when we talk about the big strength of Leon, it's oftentimes the micro department, I'd say, like the blocks and surrounds. It's just almost a human version of Van. But that macro was so impressive, so I definitely agree with you that Moon shouldn't give him too much time.
And he opens up with the expansion, which could indicate like a macro play, but sometimes the United just plays around with the expo option in the early game, because then the human is aggressive, comes to your side of the map, and you get some entangle kills and everything, and then the expo is not well defended if you add the merc, so it can spiral out of control fairly quickly. So yeah, let's see. I would love for Moon to be aggressive with archers and with mercs, but we see a super early expo. Damn, that's a 2 Moonwell expo.
Wow. Not what we expected for now, at least, but Leon should be used to this, since this is exactly what he should expect from you in a Meisterschaft game.
Yeah, and he just sends the footies across. He knows the keeper alone doesn't do so much, and yeah, just a cancel right away. It's nice that Leon didn't overreact. Like, you don't need the footies there, you just send them over.
And feels like Leon is finding his groove. 2 denies already, so no additional experience on the keeper. Preventing level 2 twice is so important at that stage of the game.
I mean, obviously the expo is delayed as well, but this tag also not as early as it could be due to the failed expo attempt. And I'm not sure I like the move by Moon now. He invests his TP just to buy a little bit more time, and then just sometimes these treants inside a human base, they feel like a waste. Like, you don't always get a kill, and then good humans are good at denies, and you just run out of moon juice. But oh, that's a mistake by Leon. But, okay.
Oh, okay, so no TP, but also no level 2, because the one peasant was saved to the left-hand side. Nobody can be super happy with this early game, as the initial plans were all cancelled, but both are adapting in a very, very nice way. A little bit more mana, but not enough for the Treants, and now he knows, okay, expansion's coming up, tower is almost there, I need to come up with something.
Yeah, but Leon seems to be a bit overwhelmed. He's sacrificing the footies inside the moon space, so they take a lot of damage. One's already dead, other one is like on a 20% health and will die to the keeper as well. Oh. Maybe the one with more HP dies and we are far away from the shop.
Ouch! Alright, yeah, that hurts. No region scroll, as you said. Moon, after his expansion was cancelled, he's going for the tier 2 tech at 2/3. Trying to expand now, but the wisps are in position. Moon's so prepared.
Super interesting, and It's another kill, and I see Moon now has 5 archers against. What is it? Footy's third on the way, and one's basically dead on the right. And if he now gets Merc somehow, the Wisp is in position. He loves to do that in this map, and like Leon could be in trouble because if he wants to get defend, so late.
There was an archer hidden in the shadows in front of Leon's base, so whenever the herd peasants moved out, they got 2 kills paid with her life, but definitely worth it as he gets another peasant right there, dodges the surround. Man, Moon is back at 100%.
And he got the mercs, and this is map control for Moon now, and it's really close to level 3 already, given that he grabbed only his expansion. And see, I don't think Leon can do anything right now, so Moon needs to make something out of this advantage, like maybe take the queen spot just with the ranged units for level 3 or something.
Yeah, we gotta say, Keeper falls off a bit more than a Demon Hunter would. Of course, it's still a great orb carry, can still play macro treants in a way, but the Archmage and whatever comes next combo should be a bit better, so if Leon stabilizes, there's definitely a shot later on.
For sure, and he is being ready another tower in the main base, but yeah, now we have Fend is coming, but Moon's also aggressive with a Naga. Interesting. Like it, and if both expand in the middle, because he will basically fight for the rest of the game, I think.
Yeah.
But you can oftentimes not creep a Panda.
It's a classic tug of war. Both get reinforcements so quick, they can afford some losses, but can you afford more losses like this? The Arcane Tower targeting is as good as it gets, I guess, but Moon's counter positioning to get out of Arcane Tower range is also pretty close to perfect, and this siege will do a lot of damage.
And looks like Leon is expecting a mass archer push, or maybe wants to go for mass rifles on tier 2. He's adding a second barracks. Let's see what Moon does. He loves his mass trials as well, obviously, on tier 2, but he's making 5 wisps at the expo, none at the main, so that's not as efficient as it could be. But I don't think Leon is gonna break here. He's looking decent.
I think so too. The Keeper is very hurt thanks to the split footman. Always some sword hits against the big elk man. Archmage is safe, Archmage is healthy, he's under-leveled, okay, but that's about it. Tier 2 is around the corner, and maybe a cheeky Naga play could force a town portal.
For sure, and I mean, we don't see a second lore yet, we have no shop for Moon, which is all, like, not perfect. He's...
Only
on these things, but he did start tier 3, so he wants to go for bears, which is obviously the right play against mass rifles, but the problem is when both expand in the middle, the push hits so early for Leon. It could be really hard for Moon to hold in 4 minutes.
Leon was not baited into a Naga or Panda second or whatever you want to go for, but goes for the late game with a Mountain King choice. So that's alright. He was a bit late with the farm, so production is held, but also lumber is short. And I guess we have a little bit of creeping time now. Archmage needs to be 3, Mountain King needs to be leveled up, same goes for Keeper and Naga. But late game-wise, Moon might find himself in trouble, because usually in the late game you would like to have some ferries against Caster, but against Rifleman, you can just forget that.
That's true, and see what Moon will do now. He could either be aggressive because he knows Leon wants scrolls, and be creeping on the MK. And there's no dispel yet, so it's a nice timing for Moon because it does some damage, and yeah, Moon prevents the creeping for Leon.
Can't kill the Arcane just yet. Forces the town portal. There is items to be used. Heal scroll, invo potion. Keeper on the menu. I guess so. Stormbolt is coming, but he wants to dodge it. Ah, Leon not tempted again. Heal scroll by Moon to save the Berserker. Very well done. Saves all.
It was chill.
Yeah, I guess if you're Moon, that is chill.
Moon just looked a bit too easy almost, but yeah, now he just tier 3, can get the orb, and yeah, it's getting bears. And against this double barracks rifles, it's always tricky. Like every triad feels like a bit of a waste. I don't know. It's like there's usually no slow in this build. Like one barracks with 2 sanctums is mass priest and slow, but 2 barracks is usually just rifles and priest for the longest time. And then the triads don't do that much, and climbing hits hard.
Yeah, these rifles will get the first attack upgrade. They do have long range. Keeper under threat thanks to the continuous storm bolts. And this is where you really feel that there's no Demon Hunter on the field.
You can't spread the orb, okay, but then there's still a priest and a healing scroll. And I would have loved to see maybe an AP offensively for Moon, but it's too late, and this is not an easy hold at all.
Leon is investing into the second sanctum for late game breakers and Sorks. But towers are coming. Supply is in favor for Moon, but the heroes long term might be in favor of Leon. Here's the big fight. Bears are trying to move forward. Focus fire on the rifle is good, but same goes for the bear. There is a staff, but bear is out of the fight. The other one is quite a bit blocked, and the staff is obviously on cooldown. Has to invest the bolt.
The bear, but he also got rid of the invo on the MK, so there's no TP and no dispel for Leon. Meaning that MK might just die if he goes in one more time.
The Yumiko lumber mill here to close the gap, but Moon is not falling for it. Water Elemental gone. Bear again falling. No, it's not, because there's the staff. Entangle, oh my god. Masterclass fight by Moon. Mountain King is falling, and the goat just owns.
Yeah, this was really well done. Forced Leon to use the healing scroll to save the MK, which is always feels bad because all the other units were not damaged at all, and how to back off here. I mean, they're slow, they are triads and entangle, and the Archmage is just dead. Oh, is he? Oh, so close.
Survives for now. Needs caretakers. Keeper. Not in the mood. Doesn't need it. GG. Moon takes the win, but goddamn, Leon is putting on a fight. But Moon, just all the routine of 23 years of Warcraft, winning map 2.
Beautiful game.
And that, of course, means match points for Moon. RazerMoon, your analysis of map 3.
Well, I think it was really well played by Moon. I don't quite get the Mountain King choice there, to be honest, because if you feel like you're going to have a free game and you want to play like a normal standard macro game, I think Panda is ultimately better because it just melts the bears. And then if you want to go for the push play, I think like Naga or maybe Alchemist is a better choice, though. If you really want to go like double Rex Rifleman, I feel like you need a little tiny bit of the focus improvement on your army rather than the bolt, and of course trying to like go from there. But was very well played. I think the very early game was won by Leon with that like the peasants denied, the expo cancelled and stuff, and then somehow Moon was able to just overturn it. And I think the word is experience. That's exactly the word.
There we go. And now Leon with his back against the wall, putting on a good fight, but sometimes that is just not enough. He's facing elimination in the round of 16. He was, of course, a replacement because initially when we drew the bracket, it was Axlord who was supposed to play Moon, but chickening out, not brave enough to face the GOAT. And so it's Leon's task now, and he played a phenomenal game, but can he bring this series back? One big turnaround happened earlier today in Colorful versus Elegant, so Leon has to channel his inner Colorful now, I guess. I think it's time for Neo Razorcast, right?
Hello.
There we go. Last Refuge. What can we expect?
Last Refuge. Yes?
What can we expect?
Well, I think it's going to be the standard Beastmaster play here. It's quite an interesting map. So there are a few openings for both players available. So Leon could still expand even against Beastmaster, even though that's the hardest choice. And we're now getting double Leon. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I think Leon just doubled his power. He could go for Rifleman. He could go for a variety of different plays. From what I know of this player and what my personal experience against him on ladder was, that he's likely to be opening into mercenary camp, and that would not indicate that he is necessarily gonna expand. It might be still be the Rifleman play.
All right. On the other side, Beastmaster, of course, you called it. Very, very likely. Everybody loves the Bash Bear. But yeah, it's tricky for the human, I feel, to deal with that. Lots of damage, very, very tanky, and of course can result in a macro play with a lot of harassment.
Moon is pulling Wisp quite early. I think he might have tried to actually block the Footman, because if you block him, then the Trapper might actually be in range of throwing the Ensnare, and then the creep becomes a disaster for the human player. But it is Beastmaster, it is a Quill Beast first as a choice of spell, due to the early priest that the human will get, and Quill Beast is generally better for both creeping and harassing on the early, because it's penetrating the human base, it's able to last hit, and generally you can have 3 on the same time.
Yeah, the Quill Beast downsides come in later when there's more to spell, and then you want to switch into a bear, I guess, but for pure DPS, it's one of the best summons in the game. On the other side, we get one of the best items. Devotion Aura for Leon will certainly help, Shadow Priest here too, and Rune Braces for Moon is rather unlucky.
Yeah, and Moon seems to might to play the fast expo. Idea behind this Beastmaster is that if there is an expansion, you get to level 3. I'm not exactly sure, because Leon is actually tier 2 and he's playing some of his very own combination of like creep routes and strategy choice. So he is creeping to Archmage almost level 3 while tier 2 in. So it gives Moon a lot of space, because most human players would actually creep the green camp by the base, the very standard, the one that's getting cleared right now by Militia. But this play gives Beastmaster a lot of experience, and he might be 3 anytime soon.
Level 3 also for Leon. Level 2 Water Elementals around the corner. Pressure into the Night Elf base. Not necessarily what you want if you're Moon, but the bear will solve things downside. Oh, whoa, Town Portal.
Yeah, and he did not kill the Trapper, and there's a Water Elemental getting stuck. Oh my god. He summoned him to the tree line. Now that's almost level 3 for him. It's gonna be one more unit.
Okay, but no crowd control, so no entangle or whatever. Rather hard to get rid of the Footman for now. No expansion on either side. Huntress Hall still comes up in time despite this little harass, so there shouldn't be any delays on Dryads and Bears. And Leon, I guess he's on a timer.
Well, Leon is, but he likes to play this map to count with his ultimate Blood Mage second push by the early morning time. That's also quite a unique thing to the player. Moon is choosing Quill Beast level 2 rather than the Bear. I think it has to deal with the mana on the Priest Troll.
Okay, interesting choice. Must be rather confident to get level 4 then.
Moon is defending while Leon is trying to get the Moonwells rather to make him dry. Moon is about to lose his first archer. It survives. Excellent micro so far from both players. And the Footmen start to fall down for Leon. If things are looking not that good, I think Naga's second is best choice for Moon. He didn't get lucky with the item drop, of course. The Rune Bracelet, it does exactly nothing against human players. So let's see what second hero the players are gonna go for.
Mountain King. Again.
Mountain King for Leon. Oof.
This takes some timing off of this build, as... Oh, maybe it's because he forgot the blacksmith.
Could be. That's rather late than early blacksmith, and no shop as well. Usually at this timing, the Leon would have like a rifleman and a blood mage, and he would start creeping his goblin slab. Then he was gonna try to like get the shops, the first and the second, and then the humans come for the tower push. And they're trying to set up towers while creeping the Night Elf's goblin slab, and that's the morning. But here Moon seems to actually take control over the Leon's shop, so that's the different. Could it be difference maker?
Yeah, that's a big consumable, of course. Then the rune braces are also worth something because, of course, Mountain King Stormbolt gets absorbed to a degree. Big mana potion would have been amazing for a Mountain King, but nope, that goes to Moon. Stormbolt onto Berserker, very classic play here to level up fast as mercenaries give a ton of experience, and so far, Water Elementals are doing a very fine job.
Oh yeah, Archimage is about to be level 4, and that's quite early. So Moon lost its backline because of no TP, because of that like unorthodox timing that Leon used to come to his base. Moon is no TP, and whenever you defend a rifleman push, you must have a strong line of archers. You do go for straight bears, you do skip dryads, which Moon does, but there are like very few hitting units. So I think maybe Quilby's second might help. But is it enough to actually hold Leon here? Because he looks confident here and in a good position.
I agree. Scroll the Beast on the Naga should be a sell as bears are coming. We're halfway to tier 3. Everything a little bruised for Leon and not the greatest units yet as the rifles and priests still take some time, but he's just pressing forward even though he has no mana on the Archmage anymore.
That's a very late shop for Moon. He's trying to get a Berserker to again like strengthen the backline of his units. A lot of mercenaries for Leon. The Rune Bracelet gave it 20 damage reduction effect just now, but other than that, it's still not being sold. Naga is not... Oh my god, he's allowing him to get back, but Beastmaster falling. Archimage level 4, and it seems like Leon might actually push through. It's all happening because of the late shop timing. No staff, no orb, very tough.
Oh man, that Reju also not going through. The bears go down. Here come the towers. The bear is down. And no summons no more. That is such a rough spot for Moon to be in. I'm smelling a game 5.
Oh my god, that's gonna be... Yeah, that must be a match point, I think. If Leon is able to get the Dispel for his priests on the line, because there's still no upgrade for it. And Moon just steps out. Okay, GG, well played by Leon.
God damn, just like that. 8 minute 30, razor sharp timing push. Moon, no chance. Game 5, here we go. Kevin,
Really well played.
Kevin, what went wrong? You're muted. Love to see that because we like to make fun of Remo when that happens, but now you're on the other side.
I try to be professional. I have like a button here to push, but it's too much micro for me. I think it was a super sweet build by Leon. The MK worked out nicely, and yeah, late shot by Moon. No AP, Engine of War not really in position, and yeah, that's what you get. Beautiful game by Leon. But caught Moon off guard for sure.
My god. Game 5. Colorful is waiting for an opponent. It's either a Knight of Mirror against Moon. These guys know each other, of course, for a long time. Or Leon is advancing into the quarterfinal. Pretty damn amazing series so far. Nice little back and forth on the maps and in the series as a whole. And now the last and deciding map is the newest one. It's Hammerfall.
Interesting. Haven't seen high level human against elf on this map, I guess, so far. So
I'm
I'm sure Leon played 100 games already on every possible scenario here.
For sure. I must say that I think this is rather a human map than a Night Elf, because the expansion proximity and expansion creeps are super easy to creep. They give you level 2. And unless Moon would go for some neutral hero like Beastmaster and go for those like plays that, let's say, later player Simons goes for, which is literally taking everything, all like archers, neutral hero, and come into that expansion to do some initial harass, I think it might be very hard for the Night Elf play here.
Okay, yeah, I heard about that too. Hammerfall, not too bad for human. And man, Moon could be eliminated in the round of 16 at the War3Champions finals after all killing Team Sky just 2 weeks ago at Stars War. It's insane. And I guess it's you guys again. Bring us all the expertise and all the knowledge on the decisive Game 5.
All right, Neil, we got you. So, to begin with, Moon is going normal, standard hero play here. Would it be a Keeper or a Demon? What do you think?
I'd love to see a Keeper again. I think it would work out nicely with an early expansion, and there are no marks anyway, so I'm really not too sure about Moon's preferences on this map. I guess a Keeper could make sense, because there's so much medium armor to creep as well.
I truly think that Demon Hunter might be a little bit better choice. Problem is you're never on time to harass the fast expansion. Especially Human is able to both pull the bottom camp or easily creep the standard one, the natural location. Difference is the item. Both of them give you level 2. And the only difference that you get like an illusion or some consumable item from your natural camp, and you could get something like close +8 from the golem one.
You're right, it's a Demon Hunter for Moon. This could be interesting. Maybe he...
Yeah, I
He's
think
really hoping for the items you talked about, and I kinda expect him to play rather aggressively this time around.
I think the good play here would be in taking fast level 3. So you could take the camp that Moon already creeping, then you go for the green, and then you snipe the turtles with that Hydra that deals very annoying poison damage to your units and hero, and that gives you level 3 into Blue Staff, into Stefan, into main base. I see at least, I'm not sure if there are 2 pathways inside the Loon's base so far, but he's definitely pulling the creeps on the bottom. He wants a better item, and he's going for the fast expo play. Demon Hunter is just creeping using his immolation.
I'm a bit surprised he didn't go there, but it looks like he just wants to get a strong Demon Hunter first, and let's see what item Leon gets. Talisman of Evasion, that's obviously not what he was hoping for, but could be a really interesting game now. Also the fact that Leon is taking this expansion.
Moon is almost level 2, and now he's coming for the late harass. He needs to kill a peasant to get level 2. Maybe he needs to damage the other kind of option that you could try doing here is just to damage Footman and Archmage as much as possible, with completely ignoring the peasants, and then try to make some strong tier 2 push with mass archers, Naga, and the range upgrade.
Moon is in fact going for a macro game once again. He is building an early counter expansion after 2 Moon Worlds already. I don't think it was scouted yet, but yeah. This could be interesting, kind of similar to Autumn Leaves, I guess, because the expos are so close to each other then.
I agree here. Who do you think is in the driver's seat of the game so far?
I kind of think it's still Moon. He's about to get level 2 and he can really threaten the Arcane Tower, and I feel like he's delaying Leon exactly as much as he wants to, because he needs to buy time for the expo, and if you can make the humans stay at his expo, it's perfect. Even gets the kill. That's cute.
Tower is down and Footman start falling, and it's really hard moment for the human player. Yes, Night Elf will spend a TP there, take some damage, heal up, but as a human player you need the shop to be ready. You also need lumber. You cannot call militia at this very timing to protect yourself, because you need lumber to start your tier 2 and only then call militia. And Demon Hunter is getting a lot of damage done. Moon is going for another tower cancellation. Will the tower go down? It goes down, and all Archer survive. What a play from Moon.
And what a beautiful move. He really maximized what he was able to do there, and the third Moonwell is coming. Expo is done, he can start creeping it now, and with the next Moonwell he will have enough health on the Demon Hunter again. And given that he killed some footies, it's really nice because he knows Leon can't be that aggressive right now. I mean, it's like 2 footies. He don't do that much.
That's exactly what I love the Moon playing so much for, because most of Night Elves would have turned on Immolation on that expo and tried to kill peasants, maybe even successful, but Moon traded HP with the army, and that made this moment the next step in the game, which is this harass that Human goes for, less effective here.
Exactly, like when you counter expo, sometimes killing peasants really doesn't do you any favors because he will overwhelm you with mass footies, and here Leon is just observing what Moon is doing, and he has the expo running, but Moon's already done with his tech. Laws are coming.
Level 3 Demon Hunter for Moon here. And is he gonna be going for the staff, or is Leon gonna buy it ahead of Moon? I think Leon is first to the shop. He does not buy the blue staff, and he also does not have any... Moon doesn't have any wisps somewhere by the main base of Leon, but he definitely could have bought the blue staff and tried now to harass with Demon, while Panda could have defended this Archmage timing for the lore cancellation.
And now all Leon can hope for really is wasting some time, some creeping time for Moon. And so far it's looking good, but yeah, Moon needs like 2 orange spots and he's level 3, and I don't think Leon can contest any creeping by Moon here. Especially given that he started the loss before buying the Panda, which is always nice if you can afford to do so, because now Riot will be out way before the Archmage even hits level 3. Then they save up mana.
Let's see if Leon would go for a tier 3 play here, because he's buying Shredder, and that might indicate, of course he's low on lumber, but that might indicate that he could be gathering resources for like going the tier 3 play. He could go for the Starbucks style kind of tier 2 rifleman all-in. He could try to just play normal macro with later tier 3. Let's see what Leon is up to, because he got Archmage level 3. Nice mana potion from the Goblin Slab. And he's actually wasting Moon's time rather effective.
No, he got level 3 really quickly there. The entire level 3 was acquired at the Goblin Lab, but yeah, Riot still come out in time, and Ancient of Wars in position, so Panda is about to be really close to level 3. And this must be a tier 3 play, no? Because otherwise you're not forced to get so many towers against the Knight Elf who's expanding. And yeah, we do get the tier 3 by Leon. And that's what worked on Twisted. Why shouldn't it work on Hammerfall?
Really nice expertise here, I completely agree, and it is definitely tier 3. So it worked on Twisted. Could it work for Leon as effective on a smaller map? The harass. Still no Ancient of Wind by Moon, because this map, well, you don't know what to expect. Like big macro maps, of course, you always get the Ancient of Wind, and right now, right here, maybe Dryads are just better.
But not having the shop is really hurting Moon, because later Orb, later Staff, and luckily he has the Shredder.
I think shop is gonna be cancelled, and Moon got a Shredder, they both got a Shredder. Moon is creeping Panda to level 3. Mountain King second for Leon. 2 workshops are about to come online.
This is gonna be a good game again. Let's see if Moon overreacts. It's not overreacting, but he just ran too many Ancient of War before the Ancient of Wind on Twisted. If he snipes the Shredder, which it seems like Leon is looking for this, that would be an insane play. Yeah, Panda is free. Okay, having a stare down contest with the natural expansion.
Leon is trying to deny mining here, but I'm afraid it might be that Zeppelin, and then a TP lost. And also, that supply of Footman doesn't do anything for Leon at this stage of the game, but he's actually creeping Mountain King with Militia on the same time. Really nice, strong, like, human macro by Leon here. I truly enjoy his performance today. And he's in a good position. Unless he throws something or does something incorrect, I think he's capable of winning this game totally.
Leon is playing insanely well, but I guess so is Moon so far, and the difference is, on Twisted, Leon was able to creep so much when he bought time with the tanks. He got a strong MK, Paladin and everything, and now it looks like Moon is getting the third base really early, but so is Leon. Well, let's see, but maybe Moon is able to cancel the expo of Leon while securing his third, and then he would be ahead.
So Moon is coming here, all the towers are getting cancelled. Another Water Elemental is getting killed. It's a lot of experience for Moon. Yeah, Demon Hunter is level 4. He got Orb, Panda got everything else. So Moon is now going aggression. Would he be able to intercept the tanks and maybe surround and kill it here?
He's probably able to easily snipe both workshops because they are out of tower range, not even the Arcane Tower is hitting. And while securing his third base, while getting upgrades and not wasting any resources on Engines of War. So it looks like Moon fixes all the mistakes he made on Twisted Meadows and plays a basically perfect game here.
Safe.
Oh, yeah. This is so smart by Moon to be aggressive here like this. Not give Leon the time he had on the other map.
That MK save was really sick, and I completely agree with you. So Moon decides to play rather aggressive. He's the third base for Moon is about to be online, and Leon is lacking units. So this tier 3 play, it does give you better technology. It does give you that like strong tier 3 inner fire, all the upgrades, staff, orb, but also it makes your army and supply go big later. You're quite delayed actually by that tier 3.
And now he even has the stuff combo ready, stuff of teleportation and scroll ready. This Leon, he's actually TPing to deal with these two tanks. This is, I guess, a cool move, because what could he accomplish at the main base? Not too much against the towers and two masonry upgrades, and like this he gets a lot of XP.
Yeah, each tank is
Leon
given
is creeping.
85 experience. Leon needs sources. Like, in order to win this Night Elf army, that's looking rather strong, I feel like he needs priests and inner fire. He needs sources, he needs casters.
Yeah, absolutely, and Moon still has like the entire backline with archers with war. I mean, they don't have marksmanship or upgrades, but they still do a lot of damage, 22 max with war. You can really feel that on your knights, especially when they don't have inner fire and only one upgrade so far. And MK3 for some clap action. Leon really needs to make a play or get this expo, and I'd love to see this expo actually by Leon, because there's a goddamn cannon tower. As Leo would call it, a gigachat tower, because that's his favorite term.
No, that's definitely that tower. The shrapnel upgrade works on it, right? So it kind of deletes the drives.
Shrapnel upgrade.
No, Kevin! Stop
Shrapnel upgrade. I heard you.
Okay, chat. That's now a chat tower. That's how we name it. Creepjack by Moon here. Leon is caught off guard, but he got the experience and he got the item, and he might be able to actually maybe get a kill here. What do you think? Is it Moon creepjacking here or Leon?
I feel like Leon will definitely hold. Yeah, it's he or Ouija is incoming, but there's mana on the breakers. But yeah, it goes at the cost of the third base of Leon, and the problem is Moon's base has already mined 1k. And he's getting more upgrades, he's getting stronger, Panda getting closer to level 4, Demon Hunter close to level 5, and I don't think Leon is getting that base anytime soon.
That's true. The tanks now are on the line. I think the Goblin's lab positioning, especially the one that's like on the Moon's side, is really close. And if maybe Leon had a helicopter there and he were able to like get a few sappers, there is Nature Blessing upgrade. But you could send a tank and a few sappers, and they would definitely finish off the expansion.
And we still have some tanks running around, but it's also now it's 80 pop by Moon that he can spread across the map, and all he needs to do is defend and prevent the third base by Leon, because there's just one camp left, or some green spots, I guess. But yeah, then he will just become stronger, and I'd love to see the Chimeras that you talked about previously.
Oh.
Just because he's so far ahead now.
Yeah, Chimeras are destroying Knights and Mortar, and I feel like you cannot really skip them. If you expect the game to go long macro and not be playing against either tier 2 or standard like Rifleman push, I think Panda is a better choice, and then Chimeras, of course, is as well a better choice. Leon was never able to get his second expansion on the line, and also Moon, I think all 4 archers are still alive. He lost a few bears, but that's it for Moon.
Yeah, and the gyms would also help him to just break some of these expos, because we have 3 masonry upgrades, and I feel like that's something Leon does really well. I mean, it costs something, but not that much, and if the game goes long, it basically makes it impossible to break with bears, especially when we see Blizzard maybe later on. And he tries again to get this expansion, which I guess makes sense, because there's like the bridge. You get a nice position with mortars. Why not? Love the position by Leon, because he's between the bridge and the shop, so he can actually access the shop from behind.
I think so too. I don't think Leon needs to go anywhere right now. He could just stay and make sure his third base goes on the line, because it's in his power, within his like abilities to make the game go long, unless he dies here. And now, okay, the first big fight of the game is happening right now.
Yeah, and Moon is 3-1 upgrades against 2-2, so we are even on that level, but I'm afraid that Moon can just take some trades, even bad trades, and then just replace the units more easily because of his 2k gold bank, and he just TPs out. He got a lot of kills, and I guess both got kills, but Moon will be able to just come back with AD again and again and again, and I don't see Leon holding the second push, because everything seems to be low now.
I think you might be able to hold, because the chat tower goes on goes live.
Yeah, it goes through.
Yeah, and on top of this, Leon actually was able to research the Inner Fire upgrade for his priests, even though he had 0 in his army. And now the priest starts coming towards his army, and Moon is making the switch for the Giga Chat Night Elf best of all time units, which is Chimeras.
And you can really see the lack of priests here. I mean, Leon, the shop is at the expo, so he doesn't even have a scroll of region. He basically looks like at the end of the fight still, and it's like 4 units on 50 HP, so 50% HP. This is really bad, and Moon gets some scrolls, but can he push into
Into
Say
the
it.
chat? Can you push
maybe
the
with
chat?
Chimeras?
You know, I feel like you can't. You just can't.
You can't, but you need the Chimeras, and we don't have a Panda 5 yet, so but it's also not so easy for Leon to just switch to Mass Copters, because I don't think he has the upgrades, and they're quite lumber heavy. I mean, a Copter doesn't cost too much, but you still need like 10 or 15 if you want to deal with 4 Chimeras, so...
Yeah, it's absolutely
Be
crazy
tricky.
how Shredder has cut like almost half of the trees around the Leon's main base, but he's still at 16 lumber. That's just...
I mean, Shredder is really good at getting lumber. Not as good as a Ghoul, but decent.
No, it's definitely value units like for supply and everything. Leon now feels confident to actually go out for the first time. He has inner fire. Chimps are only started being made, and Moon is about. He's trying to get the workshops off because I think he
That's
wants to
really
prevent the
smart.
helicopter.
How would he? Okay, I was wondering, will he take the fight, or just kill the shop so that there's no anti-air for the chimeras? But he takes the fight. Yeah, we do have master talents actually, so that's interesting. But fight is still not looking bad. I mean, these mortars are insane.
I feel like Moon wants Leon to TP from here because he doesn't have that many units and he makes the TP.
The MK?
Little Demon Hunter, Staffed Mountain King, Staffed Demon Hunter. Okay, nothing dead. And now Moon might get the advantage he needed because the Chim production just started. Leon, the only kind of part of this game that I dislike for the Leon is the fact that he never built a helicopter, a single helicopter that would scout. He now starts making them in the upgrade. Was he able to see Chimera, or did he scout
He
this?
did scout it with the mortar flare, so he definitely knows about it, and he is getting the copters. But the problem is, it's not like they don't die right away, and Moon looks like he is gonna push workshops rather than the third base, which makes a lot of sense because workshops are not protected by any towers, and
A player's forces are under attack.
with
Actually,
Orb and
Leon
Thunder,
started the Dragonhawk production on his expansion, the newest one. He's switching to Dragonhawks. Okay, this is gonna be 100 versus 100 supply, Night Elf
That's
human
epic, huh?
composition. And that's the beautiful part about this. That's the deciding game number 5. So can it get any better tonight?
and maybe we will Moon win because then my prediction would be right, but that's just a bonus. 3-2, but I love this game, and the Dragonhawks could have a 6 synergy with the copters, but Moon also smartly adding a second Ancient of Wind and more Hippogriffs now, so he's not overproducing chimeras. He has 3, which I guess is the perfect amount. He has talents and hippos. Like, this is starting to look like an FFA army, man.
This is definitely an FFA game. I think Todd would be proud. Leon is at 90 supply. He's actually supply blocked. He cannot pump any more Dragonhawks because he needs farms now. And Moon is about to be at the 100 supply. Can Leon fight it? I think Leon wants to trade. He wants to kill the expansion, but does it really matter if Moon can just move his main base, which is about to finish really soon?
That's exactly it, but yeah, he still wants to protect the Expo, so he values the additional gold income so much, more than killing the main base, and see
the
if he
big
connects.
fight starts. Panda is was able to press on all the helicopters there, and I feel like Chimeras are... They killed all the Warrior teams. They're
Yeah,
killing...
the copters are busy with the hippos, and damn,
Yeah,
perfect.
what a
by
game.
Moon. Phew. What a sick game. What a pleasure to cast it. Yeah.
Oh man, can't help but feel sad for Leon. It's always the story of his tournament runs. He's getting so close to a big achievement and forces a game 5 and then his opponent wins. Like, I don't know. The clutch moments, they're missing, but what an epic series this was. Big shout out to Leon for taking the fight to Moon, making this a full distance series, and hopefully good for me so Leon can join me on the cast tomorrow.
Definitely
Beautiful
so. I
series.
think it was really well played by Leon. Like, given the circumstances, given that you're playing not a letter Night Elf but Moon himself, and given the map choices and everything, it was really well played. Maybe a little bit of timings, maybe a little bit of like those small, kind of mistakes, because Moon's power isn't that he does a lot of small things, but he does them right every time. So.
Really beautiful. We got everything we can wish for in a human against elf, I guess, in this series, and especially in the last map. Like all the stages, heavy aggression on tier 1, some counter expo, and then tier 3, not just Triad Bears, but some Chimeras, Talents, Hippos. Yeah. Really nice, and good job, Leon. The work is paying off, man. And if I feel like he would have won here, he would probably have an even better shot in the next round, actually, because Moon is just a beast. So he was close to a really deep run, but maybe next time.
Hopefully. Oop.
Yeah, sure. Or we could just say that Night Elf Imba fixed Night Elf. Like the chat would say probably right now, right? Fixed Night Elf, Leon lost to Moon. That's not how it should be.
I don't know if you're getting expelled from the Night of Discord for saying that on stream, dude. You are welcome in our Discord if you need a home.
We're like a Trojan horse right now, like we infiltrate.
No, this was not about the power of a race. This was about the power of a player, and Moon looking really, really good there. So we are getting 3 Night Elves in the semi-final. Must be saying something then, I guess. Maybe you are right. But will it be Moon? Will it be Moon or will it be colorful? That's the big question. Our admin, Grinchiuno, shout out to the Grinch Master, is doing the pick and bans with the players, and then we see who faces Foggy in the semi-final tomorrow on Championship Sunday. This was a hell of a series. We're old men, we need a little bit of a break, but not before shouting out War3Champions as a server, because obviously it is the best server that we could possibly hope for. These guys need help because most of the team has been working on the server since the beginning of the Reforged era for 3.5 years, and they're burning out a little bit. You know, we need fresh blood, fresh ideas, and fresh coders to help them. If you're able to code C#, .NET, React, Rust, TypeScript, or Node, please join the War3Champions Discord. The link is on their homepage, and reach out to, I guess the best person would be Cephid, but I guess everyone with an admin role will suffice. You can also reach out if you want to be a moderator, because there's a lot of people on this server, and some of them are not behaving too well, I gotta say. And we need to sort these out, sort these bad seeds out, and keep everything as clean as possible, while still having fun, of course. Or if you want to spread the word about the server on the Discords and Twitters and Instagrams of the world, you can be our social media representative. You can also help us to improve the beta launcher that is supposed to make everything even better than it already is. So if you're a graphic designer or UI UX designer, you can also reach out. So, and if you have a skill that you think is not listed here but could still benefit the project, let them know. If you don't have any skills, but a lot of money, you can also help. However that would come to be, I don't know. You can help these guys financially because we have 28 servers. We are paying for a few of them. A few Chinese streamers are paying for some others, but still the bills have to be paid, and maybe one day we can afford a pizza and a beer for these hard-working contributors to the project. They have a Patreon, they have a PayPal open, you can throw them your cryptocurrency, and if you're from China, you can of course support via Alipay and WeChat. Little bit of a break, one more one-on-one, and the FFA Grand Final here at the longest day of the War3 Champions Finals on Saturday. We'll be right back with the Night of Mirror, Moon, and